Well, Gary, the perfect way to bounce back from the Boxing Day defeat.
Yes, I think once again we've showed unbelievable character in the group to do that. We did it after the Blackpool game. I mentioned that to him before the game. We lost at Blackpool, and then to go and win 6-1 at home to Reading was a fantastic show of character. And I think today to lose at home to Derby, I have to be honest, before the game I was a little bit concerned how we'd react to that Derby defeat, because it was I don't think the game was a heavy defeat game, but obviously we've ended up losing 4 goals and not scoring any. So I just wondered how one or two might just react to that. What they've done is they've shown amazing character. Some of the blocks towards the end, some of the defending was brilliant, and now they'll certainly get a well-earned breather over the next 2 or 3 days.
Obviously defeats are always tough to take, but it must be pleasing for you to see that they can bounce back in the manner, and not an easy place to come either.
No, very difficult game. I know that people have said about Forest's form, and we understand that, but I think what you've seen is that any team, with a crowd like this can come out first 10-15 minutes and put you under a little bit of pressure, and you've still got to deal with that. You've still got to deal with some brilliant players that they've got, the amounts of money that they've paid for some of their players, Antonio, Assombalonga, that are very, very dangerous, and we've handled them very, very well. I think the key for me really is that after we've had defeats, but we've bounced back afterwards and put fantastic performances in, and that'll take you a long way in this division. I think what you've got to be careful of is if you let one defeat turn into 2 to 3, then suddenly there starts to be a little bit of doubt creeping in. But at the moment, the players have certainly rewarded me for showing faith in them and picking the same side again.
Well, the damage was done in the first half. It was pleasing to see how ruthless your side were in the first 45. Yeah,
we've done that really well. I know when we came in, people said, "Oh, we've struggled to score goals," but I have to be honest. I think we've done well. We've shown some really good counter-attacking play, and I think the more a team like Forest tries to come on to us, the more the ball they have, I think the more dangerous we are. I think you saw it in the first 10 minutes that we counter-attacked brilliantly. We should have probably made the better of 2 of those excellent chances. And I felt we showed that when there was space in the game that our athleticism takes us up the pitch and we can be very dangerous.
There was a bit of a reaction from Forest, nothing that concerned the goal too much, but was the big turning point, not a turning point, but when Michael Morrison made that challenge on Antonio, that was a big moment in the second half.
Yeah, it was a big moment. Yeah, it's a fantastic challenge. And again, Morro's been absolutely brilliant since he's come in, and he makes those challenges, and I think him and Robbo showed amazing leadership at the heart of the defence. I have to say as well, I thought both fullbacks were absolutely brilliant today. When you're playing against someone like Antonio, you've just lost 4-0 and been given a tough time by the previous 2 wingers. That shows a lot of character, and I have to say I thought those 2 were really, really good today. But like you said, I don't think Forest had too many clear-cut chances. They had lots of ball and they had balls in our box, but I felt we dealt with it really, really well.
Now there's a week's break until you travel up to Blythe in the Cup.
Yes, yeah, there is, and we'll certainly utilise the squad in that game. I think that there's quite a few of the players in there that have earned a chance to go and show what they can do. And I think that's made easier on the back of, obviously, like we said, a good performance today. But I think we'll be very, very strong again next weekend. But I think 1 or 2 might just need a breather after these 2 games.